China refuses to move back from the Ladakh in the India-China border. India has been hacked in all platforms, which many are not aware of. India wants Pakistan for its work in the POK. As we said before, China didn't move fully out of Indian territory. Now the details came in as the China is refusing to move back from Finger 4 area. Indian Army is now on high alert as this may escalate or diffuse in East Ladakh border area. Indian Defense Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh visited Ladakh yesterday and today of July 17 and 18. Notably, the 14-hour talk failed clearly between India and China. According to the Indian news media, the Z News, China refuses to move out from the Finger 4 area strongly. Indian Army with 60,000 troops now put into high alert to stop the Chinese incursion inside Indian territory. All its air force and land force ready to be deployed. India to take decision what's the next step to back off China with talks or with military power. A Singapore-based cyber threat intelligence firm, Cyfirm Research, said China's hackers are targeting and hacking Indian entities like the Defense Ministry, Reliance Jio, Airtel, Vodafone, BSNL, Micromax, Cipla, Sun Pharma, MRF and L&T, according to past reports. We also found that some of the telecom companies were facing issues from past 10 days after 59 Chinese apps were banned, which looked like Indian telecom companies struggling on hacking so that the consumers and the customers were facing issues on the tower connectivity and on call and the internet connections. This hacking might be targeting to spy and to leak trade secrets and Indian secrets. Mostly they target through the authentic fake emails and SMS and advertisements. The two hacking groups are behind this and they are close with Chinese government targeting India, Japan, Canada and Australia and Brazil. On the other side, India wants Pakistan on building a new dam in the POK on the Indus River. India claimed the building in the POK is illegal for Pakistan. Already most of the world and the Asian banks refuses to fund the project. Now China is funding to build it in a decade-long project to wind up. Pakistan signed a 442 billion rupees contract with China as a joint venture project. Pakistan commercial arms of military construction to build the dam. So what do you think of Indian Army put on high alert as well as the Chinese? China is refusing to move from the Ladakh region and the hacking into the Indian companies. What's your stand on the Pakistan building a new dam in the POK?
As India is moving US to the backseat, as India becomes the fastest growing country in last 5 years. In Geneva, India's air connectivity has grown the fastest in the last 5 years and there is a strong strength and growth ahead in terms of domestic passenger numbers, though there are infrastructure challenges according to the global airlines body IATA or the International Airport Transport Association. India is the fastest growing domestic aviation market in the world, and IATA's chief economist Brian Pierce said. The country registered double-digit growth in domestic aviation market for 50th consecutive month in October. An analysis by the International Airport Transport Association or the IATA showed that the air connectivity grew the fastest in 114% in the 5-year period from 2013 to 18. Many of the markets where connectivity has grown fastest, unsurprisingly, are in the Asia, India, China and Indonesia, the grouping said in the presentation during the Global Media Day here in Geneva. As per the IATA, which is a grouping of around 290 airlines, connectivity is the extent to which a country is integrated into the global airport and transport network. In recent years, Many foreign as well as the Indian carriers have commenced flight to and from various Indian cities. About domestic passenger growth, peers told that there is a strong growth ahead, but the challenges with infrastructure is that the airports are crowded. We needed more terminals and runway capacity. We have seen concessions for many airports leading to large rise in airport charges. On steps being taken in India to address the infrastructure issues, he said additionally capacity is being put in place and some very good modern airports being built, which is a real positive in 2005 to 2014. I think that the cost of using those airports is high. The peer said it is because the economic regulations have not been strong as we would have hoped, because the concession agreements were made with very large royalties. The lessons for the future is to provide good infrastructures because more is needed but at an affordable rate, he noted. IATA's director Hemant Mistry said the historical airport concessions have suffered from unduly long and arbitrary concession lengths. These can be for benefit of governments and the concessionary. We have seen many examples of very high concession fees where a large proportion of gross revenue of the airport is diverted to the government and not necessarily reinvested back into the aviation. According to him, there are also examples where concessions are negotiated with fixed pricing over the concession term, which risk a situation where the charges are not reflective of the service and infrastructure provided to the airlines and passengers. So what do you think of India pushing back US and China and becoming the fastest growing connectivity in airline services in the world? There are more proof to validate Indian experiencing internet speeds connectivity in this journey of 2016 and 17. According to the Internet Analysis Services Ookla Speed Test Global Index 2017, India is at top among all the countries to have the most improved its broadband services in the last year. India is ahead of China and the US in their ranking. India is in the 5th place, behind the Reunion Island, Ghana and Peru, having improved the broadband speeds by 76.9% to a national average of 18.82 Mbps. However, India had the top spot among the largest countries in the world to have shown improvement, higher even than China and the US in the 2nd and the 3rd place. But however, India is not the fastest growing internet speeds among all other countries compared to the overall, only just improved its speed in the last year or in the fiscal year of 2017. In addition, the report also shows us in the 2nd place as far as improving India's mobile data speeds is concerned, with a rise of 42.4% to 8.8 Mbps. On average, the entire world's broadband speeds improved by 31.6% in 2017 to 40.11 Mbps, while the mobile speeds rose 30.1% to a global mean of 20.28 Mbps. Mobile and the broadband internet speeds in India have certainly evolved in the last couple of years, said Dougal Suttle, the co-founder and the general manager of Ookla. India still has a long way to go to catch up with the countries that have top speeds around the world. However, we at the Ookla are highly optimistic about the capacity for the growth that is available in the Indian market. While India's exports to China are characterized by the primary and the intermediate products, said Chowdhury. According to the official data, Chinese FDI in India, though growing, has been insignificant compared to its total investment overseas. China presently ranks 17th in terms of foreign direct investment inflows into India. The cumulative inflows from China since April 2000 to September 2017 stood at $1.73 billion. So what do you think of India's growing internet speeds in the physical and the last year of 2016 and 17? Will it improve in the coming years? And what do you think of India and China's trade deficit? Will it grow more and more as the FTA grows into India, or it will be going down by down when India is blocking some of Chinese trade into India? Post your comments below, and if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and follow us on social networks and subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching. This is WC Daily. Think big, think different. Bye.